Okay everyone, here we go. This is part 3 of Build Your Own Alien. Okay, part 3, let's have a look at you. So before we go any further, part 4, we're going to be assembling the right tibia. And don't forget guys, this is a trial, so there'll only be 4. So in this magazine we get all these parts and some instructions, and then an article, Panic on Set, the alien egg, nice little poster thing there, Nostromo, aliens, another poster, and the back page as per normal. So let's have a look at the parts we get with this magazine. Okay, so the parts we get with this magazine is another part of the head. This is all plastic and pre-painted. This enclosure, this other part of the enclosure, some screws, a motor, another part of this weird coloured stuff, a battery connector, little circuit board, and a set of teeth. So let's crack on with the build. Okay, so this next part is in the magazine's totally wrong on the numbering system. So the front teeth are numbered 4, and in the magazine they're numbered 6, and correspondingly, so that's 4, that is 5, 6, 7, and on this side it is 3, 2, 1. So that took about 5-10 minutes trying to work that out. Anyway, I'll get those glued in and I'll be right back. So once completed, that will look along the lines of that. So yeah, that will take you a little bit longer than it should because it's been mislabeled in the magazine, which is a shame. And if you compare these teeth to these, I've chromed these top set up, and I use a Molotow pen to do that with, which is a chrome pen, which looks like this, liquid chrome, and that comes out quite nicely. These look a little bit dull to my liking, but they are metal, so I can't complain too much. I've taken the mandibles off, that weird brownish material, and I've sprayed it with some peroxide to see if we can get it to go clear. So I'm going to leave that a few days and we'll see the results in part 4 if that works. If not, then it'll be a case of spraying them to this sort of black and brown colour, because they just stick out like a sore thumb. And you don't glue those in to at least part 12. You've got to put a connector in there, and that connects the jaws together, and you need to access that. And if those rubberized parts are there, you can't access it. Little tip from the top there. Anyway, on to the next part. And the next part will be to add this part, which I'm not going to glue in, but that will fit over there, and there's some locating holes underneath with some pegs on this part. But again, I'm going to do the same treatment and see if that works to get this almost clear. So that's that part done. And then on to the next part, which is we need to bring in this motor assembly, or this assembly for the motor. And then we need to attach the motor. I've taken this apart and it's just 2 cogs to fit together. So that part will locate onto there, and then we just screw that in, which we'll do now. And you use the 15. There's 2 different types of screws, so I'll check which ones it is. So the ones you screw it in with are in the packet of 3. So we'll get that screwed in. That just requires 2 screws, and you'll get a spare one with that. So that's that part completed, and once completed that will look like that, and there'll be no movement then apart from a little wiggle. Had to pull this out just a touch to get that to locate with the pin on the motor. So the next stage is we bring this assembly in, and this motor will fit in just there. There's 4 screw plugs, and they will go with the big packet of screws to screw those in. So once completed, that should look like that. Then it's a case of just adding this onto there. And again, some more of those screws. So that's the last screw going in now. So I think this build is a lot of screwing and mainly gluing. Anyway, so once that's completed, that part will look just like that. So we put that to one side, bring this big head piece in, and we're going to connect it by screwing it together. With those screws again. Sorry about that. So once completed, that screws together like that, and you're starting to get a sense now of the length of this beast. It's going to be about there. This still bothers me. I think it needs at least a bit of skull colour, which is a sort of off brown, to paint that over. I know it illuminates, but that's not going to bother anybody because it's not accurate to the film. So that's that stage, and then we'll add this on. Again with some more of those screws we used earlier. That's it. So you just want to tighten all of those up. But just be careful you don't crack the plastic. That's that stage done. So with that I will chrome up those teeth and possibly paint this for the next time. And we've also got the circuit board, the battery, which I'll get a brand new one because we don't want to test it with a half working battery. This part obviously goes on there, but again, there's no point adding that until I've tried to dye it or clear it or paint it. And that concludes part 3. Hope you enjoyed that one. Don't forget to rate, comment and subscribe. And I'll catch you on the next one.